The third. Welcome to the Horror Highway. I'm today's host, Aris, and I'm here with
Can I talk now or no?
that's why well, it's Omar. Omar over there, right?
Hello?
And it's not a normal episode today, right? Tomorrow,
Special at this time?
yeah, little special episode, little cool special episode, hopefully, right?
Uh-huh.
The tomorrow is Halloween. And today, I originally wanted to post this or have this done by Friday, but unfortunate events happened,
Mhm.
and I have no other choice but to, I guess, do it today. And Omar's here with me.
Hello? Hello?
Omar's here with me, right?
Yeah,
And
I'm here.
are
Hello?
you, bro? Hello? I
Hello?
can hear you, bro. I can hear you. Just trying to get through, get this through.
I'm here.
Alright, bro. Alright.
Huh?
And today's episode, or I guess this a special episode, is like explaining Halloween or like the history of Halloween
The history of Halloween? Yeah.
and like how it started and stuff like that.
The evolution of Halloween?
Yeah, evolution of Halloween. And I mean, hopefully I do it justice or get everything right. Cause I'm
It's
using.
pretty. I feel like it's pretty well detailed out, so you should
Yeah.
have enough information out there to get it right.
Because I have history.com open and then another website, or Castle of Spirits, which is in the YouTube video. Check out the YouTube channel, by the way, and TikTok. I came up with a banger TikTok idea, but I'll let you know after.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to do it or not, but I'll let you know.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. So Halloween. It's usually known as like the spookiest day of the year.
I'm pretty sure Mother's Day is spookier.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah. Some people that could be their birthday.
Have you ever forgotten to get your mother a gift on Mother's Day?
No.
I mean, sometimes some people lose track of time because it's not it's not people don't really put signs up saying like Happy Mother's Week or Mother's Day week or Mother's Day.
I see a lot of commercials saying when
I
it's
don't watch
Mother Day.
TV. I don't watch.
Neither do I,
watch-
and that's the funny part.
A
bunch of ads.
I've ad blocked. No, I don't.
So okay. Well, it's usually regarded as like the spookiest day of the year,
Yeah. Yeah.
and normal things to do on that day: dress up, go trick or treating if you're a kid. I don't. Maybe if you're an adult, I don't know.
Adults more for partying.
Yeah, more partying, more drinking. Go visit spooky places, maybe.
Yeah.
Go play the Ouija board or something.
The good hello board, right?
Yeah, the spirit board, talking board. That's usually normal stuff we do, right?
Yeah.
For this,
not
yeah. Some people
some
just stay
people
home.
work on that day.
I don't.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I don't work this year. Last year I did. But Halloween. It's derived from a few things. First is All Saints Day, which is November 1st, and then also Eve of All Hallows or All Hallows Eve, which is the day before November 1st, which is Halloween, which eventually I guess turned into Halloween, right? Eve of All Hallows or All Hallows Eve. And they eventually it switched over to Halloween, or like it evolved or something
Yeah.
along those lines. Oh my bad, I was about to burp. So the tradition originated in the Celtic festival called as Samhain.
Sam Hine.
Uh,
I've heard Sam Hine.
I don't know how to say it, but I mean I guess either way is correct for now. So someone corrects us, right?
Mm-hmm.
and then people would light bonfires, wear costumes to ward off ghosts during the festival.
That time, yeah, that time in. So did they believe like many cultures that there was one day where like the underworld or the afterlife or whatever would get closer to Earth, and that's why they wore them, so to trick them, so they weren't like so they wouldn't get tricked on by the monsters or something.
I am not too sure, because Day of the Dead which maybe we'll do a special episode for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dia de los Muertos. I don't. I think that's just a way of honoring the dead, right? While Halloween,
Yes, it's more like you just leave them food and stuff.
yeah,
So
which
it's
is
on.
different from Halloween, because
Yes.
from here it's just to ward off ghosts, which I'm not too sure, because that's like the only two holidays that are to me that I know of that are aligned
Well,
with the dead.
I mean, every culture has one.
I don't know, man. I can't say too much on that because I'm not. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
So in the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor all saints, and then it came to be known as All Saints Day, which is, like I said, November 1st earlier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that incorporated some of the traditions of Samhain. Samhain? I don't know.
But it's Samhain. You're right.
Samhain. Okay.
Samhain? Wait, like,
Subway?
Give me a sec.
Subway?
Give me a sec.
Subway, bro?
Samhain. Samhain. According to
Samhain.
Google, Samhain.
Okay. The evening, the evening before was also known as All Hallows Eve,
Mm-hmm.
and then, like I said, it later became Halloween over time.
I get you.
The day is usually filled with trick or treating, carving like jack o' lanterns, gatherings, costumes, you know, eating candy. Day after is usually for like a dentist visit or something, right? I don't know.
Sure, I guess.
Nah, it's
If
just,
you want
just
it to
a
be
little small joke, you know. So, like I said, the Celts, they lived like 2,000 years ago, or like
Mhm.
roughly, right?
something
And
like that.
and the area is now Ireland, the United Kingdom, and like the north of France. And they actually celebrated their New Year November 1st, like how we do it January 1st. Theirs was November 1st.
Yeah. Was it New Year's Eve or was it?
Uh, well, that was Samhain, which was New Year's Eve for them. Samhain, Samway,
Yeah.
Subway. I don't know.
Samhain.
Samhain. Okay. This day marked the end of summer and like the harvest, the beginning of the dark, cold winter. It was usually associated with like the death of humans, because you know there was, I guess, that was back like 2,000 years ago, right?
Yeah.
That
so
was like
So back then, cold seasons were really, really dangerous. For
Yeah.
people.
They believe that on the night before the New Year, the Celts, that they believe that the boundary between the worlds of the dead and the living became blurred.
Yeah.
And on October 31st, which was Samhain, they believed
Samhain?
Samhain, my bad, Subway. When it was believed that the ghosts of the dead would return to Earth, which I think you were asking earlier, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not too sure if other religions do that. In addition,
Cultures, yeah. There's other
or
cultures.
cultures, religions, I don't know. In addition to causing trouble when damaging crops, Celts thought that the presence of otherworldly spirits made it easier for druids or Celtic priests to make predictions about the future for a people entirely dependent on volatile and natural world.
Mm-hmm.
These prophecies were an important source of comfort during the long dark winter. So I guess they
Well, I would imagine because you know that the Stonehenge is like the biggest Celt like monument that's really up north in that part of the world, England-ish territory, out of United Kingdom.
yeah, I'm not too sure where that's at, like the exact country it's in, you know.
I don't know if it's Northern Ireland or some country in the United Kingdom, but I know it's up there. And if the Celts were up there, that means during winter, that thing it would be like super freezing cold. So yeah.
So to commemorate the event, right? The Druids, they built huge bonfires where they would where the people, they would gather crops and then animals as sacrifices to their gods, the Celtic deities.
Yeah.
And during the celebration, they also wore costumes. Typically, they were just animal heads and skins, and attempted to tell each other's future, their fortunes. Is that what it is? Yeah, fortunes.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Celtic god?
Yo, I'll be honest, I don't know any Celtic gods, bro. Only the
So,
ones in
I
Smite,
mean,
which
you-
is Kernos.
Kernanos, Cuchulainn, and Skata.
Yeah, I don't know,
I think are currently in Smite. Mine has to be Dagda because
I don't know any.
he's a little menace in Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. He's got a little plan that I really like. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't know any Celtic gods besides the ones in
Hey,
Smite.
How do you not? I'll say Cuchulainn then, I guess. Or you said Kernanos.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, but I don't know too much, you know. So I don't want to speak from ignorance.
But I mean, that's not ignorance if you know a couple of them.
I mean, I don't know what like the god that they like what they represent and stuff, you know.
Like Cuchulainn's basically Jesus. Kernanos was like the changing of the seasons or something. Or he was like the guide for the seasons. Skata was basically Jesus's teacher, where she was just kind of like a emperor, like a warrior emperor god, because she trained like really powerful Celtic deities.
Sure. Let's go back to the episode.
Dagda was knowledge. We'll say that.
Yeah, you want to know a quick little Halloween fact?
Halloweeny, yeah, sure.
Quick little Halloween fact.
Yeah,
You want
saw
to?
one.
You know, 1/4 of all the candy sold in the U.S. is purchased for Halloween.
I would
So,
expect.
quick-
I would
quick little
expect like
fact.
2/4. That man, that's
Two
kind of
quick little
disappointing.
fact.
I guess we're really fat in America.
I don't know. You buy a lot of candy, bro. I don't really buy candy.
I haven't bought candy in several weeks.
Several weeks, but I haven't bought candy in fucking like months, bro.
I mean, I'm slowing down. I'm stopping.
I guess I don't know. Okay, so you know, I believe they also used like potatoes as instead of pumpkins. I guess like the potatoes were the.
It's either I believe I have heard this. I believe it was either radishes or beets or potatoes. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, I remember in one of my it was I think it was the
Like world culture.
no, it was a art appreciation, surprisingly, right? It wasn't history or anything. The teacher told me that in because it was Dia de los Muertos or something around that time, which you know it doesn't really correlate but kind of does. She was talking about this for some reason, and she mentioned how it came from the Celtics first, and they used potatoes instead of pumpkins to carve.
Well, I'm sure they used whatever they got their hands on. Then. Wait, but isn't Dia de los Muertos like close?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's like the beginning of the year, towards the beginning of the year.
I don't remember. I can't remember because my family doesn't really celebrate. They
Oh,
do
actually,
the anniversary of.
yeah, that's funny. You know, it's actually Monday.
Today? Oh, Monday.
It's actually Monday.
I always knew it was close, but I didn't know.
I thought it was like towards the beginning of the year.
No.
I guess special episode on Monday as well. Right?
Bro, El Ares, he's Hispanic and he doesn't even know.
Yeah, I don't.
Latino.
I guess we could make
Latin. I'm just listing.
just Aris, bro. I'm not associated with anything Aris. Yeah.
Aris.
I'm one of a kind. You know. I'm not a dime a dozen. You know.
Oh, bro, your favorite generation of Pokemon is like the most favorite one of everyone.
Gen 1? No,
Gen,
my favorite's Gen 4.
5? 4?
So I guess special episode Monday as well for Dia de los Muertos.
Dia de los Muertos.
Or we could just do that for the Tuesday episode. To you. We could do either. I did not know that. Holy fuck, bro. I thought it was like at the beginning of the year. Guess I'm just ignorant. Okay, so you know.
Maybe next year. How about we just do that next year for next Halloween? What?
I mean, we could just do it for Tuesday.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe someone has plans on Tuesdays for
I mean,
something else, and
you have a plan?
yeah, maybe,
I mean,
maybe not.
if you have a plan, it's fine. I could we could do it next year, I guess.
We'll
Uh,
see. We'll see.
I feel like that one should have taken more importance than this one since our background is, is Hispanic.
Yeah,
Don't be his piece, but Hispanic or something. I
but
don't know.
we're talking about Halloween,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the Day of the Dead.
Dia
Two
de los
different,
Muertos.
two different
Uh,
celebrations.
so
Same type
obviously,
of celebration.
so you know, in the 1840s, when the Irish or like the Ireland, they were having a potato famine,
Uh-huh.
they would migrate over to America, and that's when the whole custom of Halloween for us started, right?
Yeah,
In the 1840s.
it transmigrated.
Yeah.
I think that's the word. I think so. I don't know.
I'm not too sure either. So I mean, hopefully that's the word. So obviously, you know how the church is, like our church, Christian Catholic Church. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is evil. How they did with Pokemon and video games,
Dungeons and
everything.
Dragons.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. How it's evil. It shouldn't happen, you know.
Yeah. The
So,
Leftovers.
Yeah, Hello Kitty. You remember that Hello
Oh
Kitty?
God,
Yeah.
I do. I remember that so clearly because my aunt asked me to like pull up the video of the Hello Kitty conspiracy theory, and I'm like, "That's a creepy
You
pasta.
wanna?
It's
Uh,
not real."
so funny enough, my sister was really into Hello Kitty around that time, right?
Mhm.
And my mom would say she would hear her talking to her doll because she had like Hello Kitty plushies.
Of course,
And yeah.
she's a youngin. What
No, like at night or something. I don't know. It was weird. I'm not too sure. I thought
the
it was.
amount of times Hispanic parents like will just tell you everything you like is cancerous and like literally like not even like trying to like be like, oh, that's cringe. They're like, oh, you're gonna get cancer for liking that. As a
Yeah.
kid, I heard. I was like,
My mom still says that, but I tell her everything gives you cancer. Just living.
that's
gives
literally
you-
that's literally what I do. I guess you know you're not the dime a dozen, Eris. I guess you're not a dime.
That's my mom, not me, bro.
Hey man,
Got him. Got him. Yeah, you're right. I'm not a dime a dozen, bro. I'm by myself.
Hey, you are a dime a dozen.
So obviously the church would maintain like gods and goddesses and like other spiritual beings from different religions
Mhm.
were just like diabolical deceptions that were produced by the devil or
Yeah,
manifested by the devil.
Yeah.
And then that's why the customs for Halloween were always represented by or the church represented them as like them being evil. You know, like
Mhm.
all that stuff like Halloween is evil and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which you know, it's funny enough because the Pope, like in the 8th century, actually was a good like a big influence on why Halloween exists. Which was that's funny, you know.
That is pretty funny, but I mean, a lot of Catholic stuff tends to be that.
Yeah. And things like ghosts, human skeletons, symbols of the dead, Satan, and other like witches, stuff like that. I guess cryptids
Mhm.
would be viewed as evil.
Well, not at that point. I wouldn't call them crypts. I'd call them legends.
Yeah,
Well,
legends.
Yeah. Boogeyman.
Boogeyman, Kukui, the Undertaker or something. I don't know.
Those are two completely different things.
Actually, I found the Undertaker like the promo videos for him were fucking spooky, bro.
For the Halloween WWE specials.
No, I just like when the Undertaker would take a break and then come back. The promo videos were pretty scary.
I remember the scariest WWE fighter for me was Boogeyman. I think that was his name, wasn't it? The guy that came out
with the worms
fucking
and stuff.
bucket of worms and
Yeah.
just munched on them in front of everybody.
Yeah, I didn't find him
Good
scary. I didn't find
shit,
him scary.
It was just the way he like appeared. Like it was always in the middle of matches out of nowhere, and then the face paint itself was actually kind of instilled some fear in me as a kid. I thought the Undertaker was cool. I didn't think he was scary.
Well, he wasn't scary, but like the promo, because they would market him as the dead man, and he would come back alive to get revenge on whoever beat him.
Well, I never thought he was dead. I just thought he was like tall.
So it was believed in the 9th century Europe that after you died, your soul would remain in limbo. In limbo? Yeah, limbo. What the fuck did I say earlier? Limbo? Limbo?
You said the game, yeah, Limbo.
Yeah. To send the souls up to heaven, and the Christians used to go souling on October 31st, All Souls Day. They would go around the villages to collect the soul cakes, a cake made out of square pieces of bread with currants. Currants? I don't know what that is. The relatives of the dead would pass the cakes on to the Christians, who would promise to pray for the relative, which in turn would send them up to heaven. The more cakes given, the more prayers said. This is one of the customs that which thought that trick or treating originated from.
That makes sense. I actually did not know this at all. I might have heard of it once, but it slipped my mind for sure. No, I never knew about the soul cakes or anything.
Yeah, I did like before I researched. I really didn't know about it either. So that's interesting.
But
Very.
they didn't wear costumes or anything.
Which is another. Well, they were just church people, nuns, priests, maybe. I don't know. Sisters. I think that's what they're called as well, right?
Yeah.
Which was funny because it's still another influence on Halloween that the church did, which in turn, when the Irish came or the Celtics came, they called it evil because, you know, their religion, whatever, you know.
Well, I mean, the main idea is if you can't kill a certain celebration of a culture, you try to turn it into your own.
Well, I mean, this was like before then, you know.
Someone's clearly never played Civilization in Culture Victory.
No, I never. I've always wanted to play those games though.
Just you could always just play them. You don't.
It's also thought that trick or treating came from Britain, where it was known, or yeah, it wasn't where it was now known, known as Mischief Night. It is.
That's so funny. We need that in America. We need a little Mischief Night.
It is particularly popular in parts of northern England. So, it could also come from the old Irish peasant practice, in which they would go from door to door to collect money, bread, cake, cheese, eggs, butter, nuts, just a bunch of different foods, in preparation for the festival of St. Columkill, which I didn't really.
Butternuts?
Butter.
It's just the way you said that was really funny.
Well, I was trying to speed it up, you know.
I was gonna say some like nuts in your mouth joke or something, but you said butternuts, and that really threw me off.
I don't know, bro. You want nuts in your mouth?
Nuts in my mouth?
So yeah. Go ahead.
I wanted to save this for the end of the episode, but I'm just go right now because we're talking about giving candy out.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you could go back in time and give one of these cultured peasants a candy, which one would you do? Because I want to grab a Mexican spicy. Well, it's not spicy, but it's spicy to other people, like a lollipop.
Oh, those fucking calm, bro. Rocaleta.
Jesus.
Rocaleta.
I don't know which one I'd pick, but I'd pick a spicy one. I'm either thinking
Pulparindo, bro. The red Pulparindo. Fuck, bro.
Which one's the one that looks like a nut, but is like long and red, and comes in like red packaging, and you rip it.
It looks like a nut.
Well, it doesn't look like a nut. It's like a 3D infinity symbol. I don't know how to describe it.
I don't know what you're referring to.
I think it's that one you're saying.
No, Pulparindo is just like a flat.
Is it the one with the yellow wrapping?
Yeah, there's yellow and then red and then a green.
Oh, dude, those are so good. You know, I'll take one of those because I can't remember the name, bro. And give it to like a British peasant child and see how fucking he's gonna be begging.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna get a sour warhead or something, bro. I just fucking.
No, you would not survive the night, bro.
Be a menace, bro. Be a menace, and they're like, "Hey, here's some candy."
But the British people would flavor that day.
I'd like take out the wrapping too, so they just think of stuff and have them in a bowl, right? So
Yeah.
it's just there, and they would grab a handful and then just put that whole shit into their mouth.
You think they'd try to bite on it and the teeth would just fall off?
I mean, the teeth care wasn't that well up there.
It was pretty. It was actually pretty. That's a kind of a misconception because we ate. Well, I guess actually around the 1800s it was really bad. It's before the Industrial Revolution that it was actually pretty good. Because we ate the way humans were meant to. Yeah, so you're right. Maybe teeth care was awful.
I mean, I would assume so because I don't know if there was a toothbrushes or floss.
I mean, I would assume there was some form of cleaning your mouth, but it probably relied more on just water and apples, like carrots and stuff. You know, something that like rubs your teeth off.
So the jack-o'-lantern, which came from Irish folklore, a man named Jack, who was a drunkard in a town, and known for a quick temper, got really drunk at a local pub on All Hallows Eve. As his life began to slip away from him, the devil appeared to claim his soul. Jack wanted to stay alive and begged the devil to let him have just one more drink before he died.
Yeah.
The devil agreed. Jack was short on money and asked the devil if he'd assume the shape of a sixpence so Jack could buy a drink. And after that, the devil could change back to himself. I don't know why the devil is suddenly so stupid, but he agreed to it. Silly devil, right?
Actually, I don't know if you know this, but the devil's kind of like a man of honor. I mean, you got to think about he was an angel. Wait, no, that's Lucifer. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're right.
Once the devil assumed the shape of the coin, Jack seized it and swallowed it or shoved it into his wallet, which amazingly had a cross-shaped clip on it. The devil was now stuck in Jack's wallet. If I can't speak. He went crazy, yelling and screaming, ordering Jack to release him. Jack did a deal with him, and he would release him if he agreed not to bother Jack for an entire year.
Yeah.
And the devil was just anxious to leave, right? And then he agreed to it. Oh, jeez, my bad.
You know, I have heard of that tale, but the way I heard it was that he actually put it in his pocket, and then he got he wore a cross on his person. God damn, what the fuck did I just stutter for?
I just started too, bro. I think I might need to drink some.
So he wore it on his person, and then for that the devil couldn't apparently the cross weakens him or something.
I mean, that's Jack was ecstatic to have escaped the devil and have a whole new lease on life. Yeah. Jack mended his ways for a little while at least. He was good to his wife, children, and he began to attend church and giving money to charity or giving to charity. But Jack he went back to his old ways. He slipped back into his old ways.
Yeah.
And on the next All Hallows Eve, the devil appeared to Jack again. He demanded that Jack accompany him to death. Jack thought he could once again outsmart the devil and somehow managed to con the incredibly stupid devil into getting an apple out of a nearby apple tree. Jack even went so far as to hoist the devil up to the tree. Once the devil was up to the tree, Jack took out a knife and carved a cross onto the tree trunk, therefore trapping the devil. The devil went in despair and started demanding to be released and yelling and screaming. He promised Jack that if he was to let out of the tree, he would give him 10 years apiece. Jack decided that wasn't good enough and demanded that he would never be bothered by the devil again. The devil agreed and released him from the apple tree. So I mean, he got trapped again. Get nay-nayed? Bozo? El Bozo?
You think he would learn his lesson to not deal with Jack another time? Yeah, also, I have the candy in front of me because I had one just stashed away. It was called Rele Rindos.
I have never heard of that.
Yeah, you have.
No.
You've had one before. Everyone's had it. This is a staple.
I don't know. Alright, Jack went back to his drunken and angry ways. After almost 1 year his body gave out and Jack died. Mm-hmm. He tried to enter heaven but was refused entry because of his evil ways. He then tried to enter hell, but the devil would never forgive Jack for the tricks he played on him. The devil decided to be helpful for once and threw Jack a coal. He said it was to help him find his way in the dark limbo. Jack put a piece of coal in a turnip and it began known as a jack-o'-lantern. It is said that on All Hallows Eve, if you look hard enough, you could still see Jack's flame burning dimly as he searches through the darkness of his home. So
I like that story. I really like. It's a good old classical, little funny but spooky.
Yeah. So it was a turnip in the story, but I was told potatoes. I don't know, not in this story, but maybe there's a different one that instead of a turnip, it's a potato.
Well, I'm sure people have done both because if they don't have
probably.
Turnips. One thing to remind people is that if the devil is real, I don't care if there's a trickster, demons, multi-dimensional entity, never make a deal with them because you're never ever coming out on top.
I don't know, man. Jack did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He got denied hell and heaven.
Yeah, but he has a holiday, bro. He's got a whole like part of a
He
tradition
doesn't have
for
a
him, bro.
holiday. He has a curse. The man's stuck here to fucking whatever.
Forever, bro. For I don't know. So the jack-o'-lantern was the use of jack-o'-lanterns as fuck, bro. What the fuck is wrong with me? The use of jack-o'-lanterns as festival lights for Halloween is a custom that descends the Irish, right? Descended from the Irish. My bad. The descended from the Irish.
Wait, I thought it was a Scottish.
This website said the Irish, so I'm going with what this website said.
Okay.
Or it's Castle of Spirits. That from the Irish, and who carved out turnips or beets as lanterns on as lanterns on Halloween. These lights represented the souls of the dead. When the Irish immigrated from to America, they found that pumpkins were far more easier to come by than turnips.
Okay, thank God you continued that sentence. Because you just awkwardly stopped.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You said pumpkins to come.
Like, they found that pumpkins were far more easier to come. The jack
to come by.
To come by, my bad. Yeah. The jack-o'-lantern then became to a hollowed-out pumpkin lit with a candle.
Mm-hmm.
The jack-o'-lantern then became a hollowed-out pumpkin lit with a candle. My bad.
I like the look of the turnip ones because I took a quick Google images to them, and I think they look cooler than the pumpkin ones. That is just the pumpkin ones seem more consumer friendly, like less spooky, more festive.
I guess that's just the way we were like raised and stuff, right? Like we were raised with that. I don't know. So I mean, that's
maybe
from what that is. That's usually like, unless there's more to the Halloween besides trick or treating, jack-o'-lanterns, and like the history of the said Halloween. That's all I could really find. Or, I mean, there's the history as well, right? Like on history.com, which talks about more stuff like black cats and ghosts.
Yeah.
And like lesser known rituals, but I don't know if you want to get into those.
More like American based Halloween culture rather than the actual original.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a tale that a young woman ate a sugary concoction made out of walnuts, hazelnuts, and nutmeg before bed on Halloween night so she could dream about her future husband. See, that's like another story.
Why would you want to do that to the Family Guy character?
Nutmeg?
She's a minor, bro. Not cool, bro. Not cool.
So, I mean, there's like more, there's like more like smaller things, right?
I mean, if there's any of them that like pique your interest, go for it. Like any specific.
Well, I mean, you know, like personally, I could say I've never done this, but like, you know, on some Halloween parties that we see on movies, they have the bobbing for apples and shit.
Bobbing for apples, the brain in the bowl, brain in the bowl, which I think is just supposed to be like the pumpkin seeds, like mushed up together.
I'm not too sure because I've never done stuff like that.
What's another one? I'm trying to remember. I don't have a good memory on other traditional like little festive games for Halloween. I guess. Well, there's always TPing. TPing a house seems to be a TV trope all the time during Halloween. You know, the house that doesn't give you any good candy, or they give you an apple, you TP the house because that's the trick. Because you didn't get the treat you wanted. Or
yeah,
whatever.
trick or treat, you know, toilet paper. I mean, there's like more smaller, I guess, traditions that go along with this, but personally, I've never done them, so I can't really speak much on them.
You've never been a menace to anyone?
No, I never tricked anyone. I was never a meanie, you know, big meanie boy.
To be fair, I've never done that either.
Yeah, so I mean, oh jeez, I mean that's pretty much it that I researched for
yeah.
Halloween. And I mean, this was a special episode for Halloween. Amaris.
Oh, real quick fun fact.
Oh jeez, my bad. Oh jeez, never mind. Retract that.
You know, Jack from Jack-o'-lantern is said to be Jack Frost or something.
Is it? Oh.
Yes.
Now, what about the story I told you, huh?
What story?
About Jack and the devil.
Well,
Next,
yeah, it's because Jack Frost comes from the same culture, if I believe, if I'm correctly. If I just didn't read a little meme fact from Twitter or Facebook, but all the Jacks from that specific culture are supposed to be the same guy, and that's why in Shin Megami Tensei games, there's a specific set of demons called not or like trope of demons called Jack. Like you got Pyro Jack or Jack O'Lantern, I think is what he got translated to in the modern games, and yeah, Jack Frost, and they kind of look very similar, and all that.
okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, somehow you try to bring up Shin Megami Tensei again. I don't know.
It's a good game. It's a good game. I'm showing that game.
But yeah. I mean, yeah. This is the special history
Halloween
of
episode?
Halloween episode.
Yeah.
And
Cultural evolution
yeah.
of Halloween.
check out the YouTube channel. I couldn't upload daily because I'm
Yeah, we
I got
have to
lazy.
apologize for that because
Yeah.
your power was out and I was busy with very big things in life.
Yeah, my power went out, which was the unfortunate event that happened that I mentioned earlier, which I didn't want to mention because
Yeah.
I
Your
mean,
whole
yeah.
block went out, right?
Yeah, the whole block, transport, because it's really windy in Texas right now.
And crazy.
Yeah, and when my
Actually,
power,
I almost had my power go out because a huge tree branch fell on the power line, but it just barely stopped.
yeah, and it's funny because my power went out, and then 1 second later I hear an explosion, like a boom outside, and I go out to check on it, but it's like all the way down the street, so like, I didn't bother.
Yeah.
Transformer blew up. Took them like more than a day, like 25 hours for it to come back. But
Did
it's fine.
Megatron shoot it in the chest too, or
Yeah, nutmeg. Nut Megatron.
not Megatron?
Yeah.
Huh?
But I mean, check out the YouTube, check out the TikTok. Hopefully we might do this little skit I was thinking about earlier,
I'm down.
but
I'm
I gotta
down.
tell you about it.
Yeah.
I want hyping it up if it does happen. If it doesn't, then I'm sorry. See you later. This is Eris. That's Omar. Have a good Halloween.
Bye. Later. I don't know how to end this. But you should end this.
I already did, but you kept talking. You fucker. Alright, have a good Halloween.
Happy.
Oh
Halloween.
my fucking
That's-
god, you piece of shit, bro. That was the ending. You don't have to speak. Happy Halloween.